the two awards for highest. Oh,
Do the lean.
I think I'm so loud.
No,
These
you're
are the
not that loud. Grandma's way up there.
these are the two awards for highest GPA female student and highest GPA male students. So I'll announce the name next time when I'm actually here.
Whoa. A little lead in there, a little cliffhanger there. Okay. All right. Once you've been awarded your pins, he's awarded the scholarship. We're going to do, your class decides to do a Nightingale pledge. So Stephen will come up and introduce that. Underneath your seats is a card with the Nightingale pledge and a candle. You're going to reach underneath, get that, light up your candle. You just twist the light bulb to do that, and you're going to stand.
Just be careful.
All right. And then Mr. Watt will dim the lights. And if you forget it, Stephen, there's one right here somewhere.
Oh, down there.
Okay, so if you forget it, it's okay.
Is this?
Yep, this turn. Yeah. All right, anyone need one?
Oh, that kind of worked.
Anybody needs the light?
Yeah.
Do I just say like?
Yeah.
Now I would like to welcome any nurses.
As often is tradition in nursing pinning ceremonies, we're going to recite the Nightingale Pledge. Any nurses in the audience, feel free to join us. The Nightingale Pledge is on page 2 of your thing. So you can write that down, okay? Does everyone have one that lights? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. All right. So at this point, Stephen's going to come up there, as is often tradition, or as is
As is tradition.
in a lot of,
And any nurses in the audience should stand.
yeah.
So I could say. As is tradition in most nursing ceremonies, nursing pinning ceremonies.
Nursing pinning ceremony.
Yeah, so as is tradition is in most nursing pinning ceremonies, we would like to recite the Nightingale Pledge. I welcome and invite any nurses in our audience to please stand and recite this pledge with us. It will be found on page 2 in our program. So everyone, okay, yeah. Please rise.
There, if they don't stand, give them a little push, okay?
So we just start? Yep.
No.
I can see it.
Where is it? Where?
Light?
That sound. Okay. All right, we'll let you do that. All right.
Oh, I got it. I got the light. Yep.
Yeah, got it.
Thank you.
Where is it?
Over here.
Okay, give it on.
So at this point, Stephen, give everyone a chance to stand, and then the audience members, a lot of us do stand because there's a lot of nurses out there. You'll be surprised. It's very moving as a nurse to do this again. Okay. Go ahead. You start them off. All right, everyone read.
Please repeat after me, class.
Enunciate. Okay.
With me, together, as one. I
And what you can do is come across on this. Please recite together with me.
Okay. Please recite together with me. I pledge, in the presence of this assembly, to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. I will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Thank you.
And at this point, are we leaving it?
Non-recessional song.
Okay. And at this point, all right, you're going to remain standing. You're going to keep your card and your candle with you, and the music will start. I'll give it a nice little intro. I think it's a long intro. I don't know how long the intro is, but anyway, huh?
Yeah, stand for the wind.
No. And when Stephen starts the line to procession out, you're all going to procession out with your candle and your card. They'll be screaming wildly and clapping, and you'll be happy and clapping. Just be very careful when you walk up the stairs, because again, that little corner is a little tricky. When you get up to the top, the candles are part of the student center, so we have to give the candles back. I don't care what you do with the cards, but don't throw them on the floor, take them home, or put them on the cart in the back. You're going to put their candle, there is a cart by the coats. Just put it in there, and if you would please just turn off the light. You can walk out with the light shining if you want to, okay? All right, so we've got a little music going. That's good. Once you leave out of here, you can come right back. You can just and watch the slideshow if you haven't seen it. Have you seen it already? Okay. So we'll show you the slideshow, and then I'm going to say go out and greet your guests, and we're going to seat the guests. Does everyone feel comfortable? You did awesome. Congratulations. All right, go ahead, Steve. You're going to go back over there.
So do I say anything before I start walking out?
Thank you. Yes. Steve will thank everyone for joining us tonight. You know, safe trip home, all that other stuff. The other thing I want to say, and I'm really serious about this, you guys are professionals and you're responsible because you're going to be RNs, responsible nurse. Please turn off your cell phones. They will remind you. Please don't pull out your cell phones and take pictures from the stage. You can come back and do that. I'm fine with that. You know, it just looks really not so professional. And, you know, you're professionals, okay? Once you get up there, come back and you take all the pictures you want. Also, someone take the flowers home, okay? Decide who wants to do that. All right? All right. Enjoy your day today. You earned it.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the County College of Morris pinning ceremony for nursing class of January 2018. So we're all a little nervous up here, and we would appreciate and encourage all enthusiasm and energy from you guys. So just clap really loud. My name is Stephen Alfaro. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for this evening. And I would like to introduce our first speaker, the President of County College of Morris, Dr. Anthony J. Iacono.
Good evening. Wow, what a night to be here. We got air horns, the future in front of us, like a rowdy, festive group, and that really, really makes a nice difference in our ceremony. So, students, we're going to talk a lot about you shortly, but give me 1 minute to say a few thank yous before we get to the congratulations and some fabulous possible offers for you as well. Let me start by saying to family members, to friends, moms, dads, husbands, wives, and so forth, for the support that you've shown these individuals for a far longer time probably than we've had them in our classrooms. Thank you. You are their first teachers and their greatest encouragers. We have such a wonderful and talented and overwhelmingly dedicated faculty at this college. They are tremendous. And students, you've worked with them. They work so hard with you and for you, things that you don't get to see them working on all the time, all the curriculum that has to be developed, the mentoring that occurs, the grades that have to be placed on those exams. They work hard on creating all of that. Although as a former teacher, I would say it is better to give than to receive. But they work so incredibly hard to ensure you get an incredibly high quality education and that you can be the absolute best healthcare professionals we have coming out of this school, into this community, and across our state and beyond. I am so proud of our faculty, and let me start simply by saying thank you. You folks show overwhelming dedication and do a wonderful job. And not only do I have the great privilege of working with them and being inspired by their work, but they have the support, as I do, of a wonderfully strong board of trustees. And we have a number of our board members with us this evening. This is tremendous support and dedication. Not every college sees this. We see it so much, I don't ever want us to take it for granted, but I do want you to give me a moment to introduce them before I make some further remarks. Joining us tonight are our board chair, Paula Citra, our vice chair, Tom Pepe, trustees, Jeff Advocate, and Dr. Barbara Hadzima, trustee Lori Bogart, and in an official capacity for the first time, our newest board member. He spent the day touring around the campus and learning more about what we do. But in brief, I will tell you he has been a longtime supporter of this college. He did go through nursing and get a firsthand look at what you do, what you go through. He was proud of you before that. He was even more proud of when he came out. Please join me in welcoming our newest board member, George Dredden. So here we are, and I saw you outside, and you were beaming and taking pictures and had big silver balloons that said RN, and you're ready to go, and I said, so we're done, right? And the smiles went down just a little bit because we know we're not totally done. We have one more thing to do, and that is say it better than that. We have, I love it, good, because the group that just went through had an over 90% blew away the national average pass rate on the NCLEX. That is tremendous success. It takes a lot of people. It takes your very hard work and your dedication and commitment, the faculty, the board, the administrators. We have several administrators who are here with us tonight. You don't always get to see them, but behind the scenes, they work so hard. We have our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Dwight Smith, with us. And our Vice President for Student Development and Enrollment Management, Dr. Betty Simmons. And our Super Dean, Monica Maraska, who is with us as well. So it takes a lot, but they did it. Tremendous success. Over half of the nurses in this county came out of this program, and the one thing I hear from healthcare providers is we want to hire more. Your students come in so well prepared, they are ready on day one. We're proud of you for many, many reasons, and that's one of the biggies. The tremendous reputation that students who have come before you have brought into the community, and we definitely expect you to do the same. Nursing is hands down one of the most powerful, impacting professions you can go into. And I'll tell you, I can't tell you that I remember every doctor I've had. Haven't been that many, fortunately. I can't even remember a lot of my interactions with them, but I don't forget the nurses, because they're the ones who seem to really spend so much time with you, calming you, comforting you, explaining things. Okay, it's a different role, and it's such an overwhelmingly important role. Medicine, from your perspective, is exciting. You have this powerful knowledge. You understand how things fit and work together and how you can help people improve their health. You save lives. But for the person being treated, it's scary. They don't always understand. They're relying on you for more than leveraging your knowledge. We really count on you to take the time to show overwhelming compassion. And I think nurses do that extraordinarily well. I see you nodding, so I know this is a value for you as well. That knowledge that you're going to bring forward into the doctor's offices, into the hospitals, into the emergency rooms, and beyond is absolutely critical. But the compassion that you parallel it with is equal. It is so fundamental to what you're able to do for all of us. We count on you. Now, we often say that most of the programs we have here, and we're proud of all of them, they're not a matter of life and death. Yours is. No pressure, all right? But yours is. It is all about that. Sometimes it's about bringing life into the world. Trustee Dredd and I were so excited when we toured the labs there with the simulators that the last time we went through with a new board member, they were birthing a baby and asked if we wanted to participate. Neither of us wanted. We looked scared. I think Trustee Dredden probably could have pulled it off, but we didn't have to. Sometimes you'll be about bringing life into the world, and sometimes you'll be a part of gently helping people out. And a lot of times you'll be a part of comforting people around them as well. You know, my ask is that you always remember to mirror the knowledge with the compassion. To remember it's not only science. You're not treating science. You're applying science. You're treating people. Please always keep that in mind. You may see me in there. Please always keep that in mind. Okay? I majored in history. Please keep that in mind. I would be most appreciative. Now, I don't want to take up the whole ceremony. So much to do tonight, and the best part hasn't even happened. But let me tell you, for years, our college has a tradition of making a deal for you. When we have a 100%, not a 95, not even a 99, a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX, we bring you back and do a dinner for you. And it's a wonderful celebration. It is a lot of fun. It happened once earlier this year. Not with our nurses, because you're getting ready to go through, but with our radiography students, a 100% pass rate. They came back, we had this wonderful dinner, and the question was, who was the last one to take the exam, right? Pressure on that individual, that if he screwed it up, nobody's eating, including us, and our board members come. They love this. Our administrators come. I have faculty members there. So it's not over yet. You've got the NCLEX. The gateway to the rest of your career. Work hard, study, apply everything. This is not the time to be tired. You're standing at the finish line. Do an unbelievable job. Let's not make this the last celebration with you. Let's make this the big celebration, but then let's bring you back and have another one as well. How does that sound? We can do that, right? All right. Very good. So congratulations. I am so proud of you. I look forward to continuing to work with you as you enter the professional phase of your lives. I know you're going to be great. You got this far. The rest is open for you. Have a wonderful rest of your ceremony. I'm going to sit down and enjoy it. Before I do so, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our board chair, Mr. Paul Lasitra.
How do you like our new president? Oh, we like him too. We're going to keep him around a little while. This is our favorite ceremony at CCM. Don't let that out, please, but this really is. I mean, I could go to every trustee and they'll tell you there's warmth, there's excitement. It just is a home feeling. It just is a nice feeling to be here with these graduates. You know, I try and keep my comments to a minimum on a night like this, but I still go back to the fact that to tell these graduates that they're destined to be here. No matter where they started, if it's a second career, if you were a secretary at first, or if you worked in a factory, or whatever you did, you're destined to be here. You have a gift. And God gives gifts to few people, okay? And you got to take advantage of that gift. It's a gift of compassion, it's a gift of concern, and you're going to use it. I think when you go out into the world, you're going to heal. You're going to make people feel better. You know, you're one of the few professions, as Dr. Tony said, that is going to do that. Use that gift. Use that gift wisely. But remember, it is a gift, and you're supposed to be here tonight. And you're supposed to get your badge, and you're supposed to go on from here. So God bless you, and God bless you and the gift. Thank you very much.
And now I would like to welcome our next guest speaker is a chairperson of the nursing department, Professor Kathleen Haran.
Thank you, Stephen. So, in addition to those who've been recognized in the audience, thank you again for the support of the nursing department and for the words thus far. I would also like to recognize our faculty, who work diligently to teach and mentor our students, often getting to the hospital during the 5 a.m. hour, or if they're not there at the 5 a.m. hour, they're there working evenings and getting out close to midnight. So I may be biased, but I think they're the hardest working faculty on the campus, and I thank you for your hard work. I would also like to thank Lori Krupo, our lab coordinator, and Dr. Vivek Agnihotri for organizing this pinning ceremony. And our pinning committee. I'm not going to name you all, you are in the program, but thank you for your hard work to help organize it. But most of all, I want to congratulate our graduates, you guys here. You are the reason we are here tonight, and I've enjoyed getting to know you during advisement, office hours, online courses a bit. I thought you didn't want to do those assignments, but you did. I know you all have very varied backgrounds and personal circumstances, but now you all have a shared experience graduating from County College of Morris, making it through such a rigorous program. Tonight is a night to celebrate for sure, but for a few minutes, I want to fast forward to what is ahead of you. And overall, I want to tell you that, not to be a downer here, but just to talk a little bit to you about what's in your future. That nursing will be hard, especially in the first year, but you must persevere and always have hope. So those are the themes I'm going to talk about for a few minutes. Of course, we expect you to all pass the NCLEX. 100%, right? And become RNs. Unfortunately, though, despite graduating and passing licensure, new nurses are leaving their jobs and even the profession in higher numbers than we would like. I often think, as an educator, what can we do differently to prepare students for the realities of the workplace? The faculty work very hard to make clinical as rigorous as possible, and there are limitations, though, as you know, to clinical group size and other restrictions the hospitals may put on you. And no matter what, the student role is different than the RN role. So I need to tell you again that nursing will be very hard in the first year. You'll want to cry, and some days you will. I think we all cried in our first year. You will worry that you made a mistake. You'll worry that you forgot to chart something. And at times you will feel overwhelmed, inadequate, and alone. But now it's time to talk about that perseverance. You need to persevere through those tears and frustration. Although it's hard in that first year, it will get better, and I think we all can attest to that. To persevere, you will need to recognize the tremendous impact you will have on patients every day. To persevere, you need to recognize that you are never alone. You're never alone because nursing is a community, and you will always have another nurse available to you. Identify the ones that you respect and want to emulate, and seek their mentorship. Remember this fall, when there was a request for nurses to go to Texas, and someone donated a plane. And within hours, that plane was filled with nurses giving up their vacation time, leaving their own homes, leaving their families, leaving their jobs to go volunteer. Like many nurses, those volunteers are selfless, kind, and trustworthy. Nurses inspire trust in people. You need to trust the mentors you identify to help support you through that first year and beyond. Don't be afraid to ask for help. To persevere, you also need to make connections amongst yourselves. Your nursing school colleagues will be your friends for life because they get it. They get what you've been through. They've been in the trenches with you. It will be hard to stay in touch, but really work hard at that because they will be going through similar things as you will, and you can work to support each other to get through that first year or so. Things will be busy, but just really work to keep in touch. I, as well as all the faculty, also are here to support you. We love to hear from graduates. We love to hear that you're doing well, or maybe to give some advice on your next steps. We do want to hear from you and remain here for you to support you. Most of all, persevere because the healthcare system desperately needs you. New nurses like you are energetic, idealistic, and hopeful with current knowledge and training, and you are our future. You can make it through the tough times, I promise. Lastly, remember, even on those really bad days, that you will have hope for the next day, that the next day can be better and will be better. Remember also that your first job, even if it's not the perfect fit, does not define you. You can get some experience and move on. Remember to have hope because the opportunities in nursing are vast. You can go on into community health, population health, pharmaceutical company work, advanced practice nursing, education, administration, doctoral work, research. So again, the opportunities are vast, so have hope. You must persevere despite the hard times and have hope. Don't give up on nursing because we need you. In a few minutes, you will receive your pin from the County College of Morris. This will mark you as one of our graduates and a member of a much larger group of nurses. The nursing profession, 3 million strong. I will pin the first graduate, and that graduate will pin the next, and on and on. This is symbolic because your pin designates you as a nurse, and then you will pin and welcome the newest member of our profession and your newest colleague. You may not even like the person sitting next to you. And that will happen on the job too. But that becomes irrelevant because you are now all colleagues working towards the common goal of providing safe and effective patient care and advocacy. And this teamwork and collaboration, which starts tonight, must consistently be used to benefit the healthcare team and your patients because it's a hallmark of our profession. So congratulations to you, my newest colleagues, and welcome to the profession. I am so proud of you and can't wait to see what you'll accomplish.
And now I would like to welcome our faculty speaker, chosen by the class, Dr. Vivek Agnihotri.
Good evening all and welcome. It's a privilege and great honor for me to be standing here in front of the great class of 2018. Congratulations to you all. Just look at you today. It has already taken a great deal of courage to successfully navigate through the CCM nursing program and get to this point. The CCM nursing program is the Mount Everest of all the nursing programs, and there is no mountain high enough that you cannot climb. You have reached important milestones in your life. As an infant and child growing up, you reached many milestones and that were important for your parents. Today marks the important milestone in your life that you reached for yourself. Maria Shriver, the former First Lady of California, in her book, "And One More Thing Before You Go," writes, "Many of you are making some big moves. You are taking on a new job or two. I applaud each and every one of you for what you have done already and what you are about to do. You should love what you do. Along with love, courage is what you need more than anything. In tough times, it tells you, I can go through this even when it feels like you can't." End quote. Be curious. If you ask lots of questions, you get lots of answers. And that's information, and that's wisdom. This is a great gift you can give yourself as you go off into the world of work. Stay open-minded. Keep part of your childhood alive in you, the part that is curious, ask questions, and be willing to find and cultivate relationships with people who can answer them. You are unique and original. Carry that awareness with you when you walk into a job. All of them are lucky to have you. As you dive into your own future, remember this. If you feel afraid, it means you are alive. And that's good. Fear is normal and fear is common. Be willing to be flexible and able to let go, and don't lock yourself and throw the key away. Don't be so rigid that you can't change your plans. Be willing to make changes, switch directions, and strike a new path. We are all humans. Everybody makes mistakes. To err is human. You heard that IOM report every single time you walked into the nursing program in every semester. Just because you made a mistake, don't think you are finished. Don't panic. Do admit it. It is not the end of the world. Mistakes are portal of discovery, as quoted by James Joyce. Squire Rushnell wrote in his book, "When God Winks," about the coincidences in life. The power of positive thinking is enormous. See yourself succeeding. Cancel negatives like "I can't," "I won't," and "I don't." Instead, change into positive "I can," "I will," and "I do." Don't be awestruck by others. Instead, you should model them. Perceive yourself as you wish others to perceive you. Your very own actions will cue others to the perception you wish to have them hold of you. For example, when you speak enthusiastically, conserve words, and walk briskly, then others will perceive as go-getters. The opposite actions, like babbling slowly and walking in slouch, will produce opposite results. Forget conventionalism. Forget what the world thinks of you. You think your best thoughts, speak your best words, do your best work. Get the imp out of impossible and instead read it as "I am possible." By getting off taking small steps, every goal can be reached, and for you it is BSN now, or BSN in 10. 5. We have many an articulation agreements with many of these universities and colleges, So you should start taking courses here at CCM. All those credits will be transferred to those universities. You should love what you do. Along with love, courage is what you need more than anything in this life. In tough times, it tells you, I can go through this even when it feels like you can't. Smile if you can. Make somebody's day by smiling. What can I say about the power of prayer? Praying has not harmed anyone. Regardless of your religious beliefs, just take a moment in your day to pray. If you are having a rough time or a bad day, take few moments to pray. Does not have to be a church, temple, or a mosque. Everyday praying will give you peace of mind. As you go into this world, you will face obstacles as you leave from here. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into the wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. Aptly said by none other than Michael Jordan. And I hope you know who Michael Jordan is, right? Live up to your full potential. Many of you are making some big moves. You are taking on a new job or two, and I applaud each and every one of you for what you have done already and what you are about to do. Learning never ceases. One learns every day. Now on, your patients are your teachers. You will learn every day from patients and their families. And one more thing. When it comes to wishes, maybe it's time you stop being such a grown-up. Reclaim that childhood faith in wishes and take one step further to believe in you. Believe that if you wish for something, it can happen. Who says only child can wish for something? As a grown-up, there is nothing wrong to wish and say, so here it is my wish. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight, and I wish that you all pass NCLEX at the first go. Right? As a class of January 2018 to be the first to get 100% pass rate, which Dr. President already alluded to that, and look, no other future class will be able to break that record. You are the record setter, right? They can only come close to you or just match you, but they can never beat you. So it's very important for you to get 100% pass rate. See how much pressure you have now? Last but not the least, the nursing faculty and I welcome you to the nursing profession as a nurse. You are now our peers, and you can call me Vivek, that's no problem. With this, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all a very happy, healthy, wealthy, and successful life. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek. And up next is the speaker for our class, Brooke Roth.
I'm very nervous. Okay. Good evening. Thank you for coming out tonight to celebrate what will go down as one of the greatest accomplishments in our lives, graduating nursing school. Your support during this expedition has not gone unnoticed, and it is one of the reasons we all made it here today. We all knew how competitive this program was and that earning a seat would not be easy. I remember how elated I was to be accepted and given the opportunity to achieve my goal of becoming a nurse. Once we all arrived at orientation, it was easy to see that feeling was mutual among my classmates. We were all so eager to get started and find out if the next 2 years were really as difficult as we had heard, and they were. Then, the first semester began, and there was no hand-holding or easing into it all. You were expected to keep up and even stay ahead if possible, and let me tell you, it was almost impossible. After you are taught a very large amount of information, you're expected to pass exams with questions like this one. Pay attention, guys. Which of these foods are excellent sources of calcium? Select all that apply. A, is it broccoli? B, almonds? C, yogurt? D, sardines? Or E, cheese?
Sardines.
Actually, it's all of them. It's every single one. They are all excellent sources of calcium, even sardines. So, anyway, I truly believe that select all that apply questions were created to knock you down just as you're starting to feel confident while taking an exam. Right? It became clear it would be incredibly difficult to get through this experience without finding a friend or several among your classmates to lean on, because you were all feeling the overwhelming stress and anxiety that comes from being a nursing student. This is when I realized what a diverse group of individuals we all are. Some of us are just starting out in life fresh out of high school, while some of us have already earned a degree or two in a different field. Some of us have many responsibilities, including spouses, children, jobs, and households to run. We even study differently. Some of us actually read the book, while others re-listen to lectures and fill up our PowerPoints with notes on every free space in different colors, which gives me anxiety. And some of us make good old-fashioned note cards. One of us made over 20,000 of them. The only thing some of us have in common is that we all wanted to become nurses, and that was enough. We have formed friendships that will last a lifetime, and besides becoming a nurse, that is the next best thing to come out of these last 2 years. We all have a reason or two why we wanted to become nurses. I asked some of my classmates what led them to the decision, and these were some of their answers. I wanted to feel complete. I wanted to help heal people. I could not imagine myself doing anything else. I enjoy helping people. I love getting to know all different types of people, and I was inspired by a nurse I know. When you found your anxiety level increasing due to an upcoming exam, you would sometimes ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it really worth it? That is when you had to remember what brought you here in the first place. Then you would talk to your nursing school friends and find out you were all feeling the same way. You found comfort in knowing everyone else was feeling just as awful as you were. Yes, it made you feel better to know that your friends also felt like they were hanging onto a pool noodle in the middle of the ocean, while being able to see a cruise ship in the far-off distance, with the ship being the end of this program. Sometimes, after receiving a less than desirable grade on an exam, you would find yourself unable to sleep because you just couldn't understand how you spent so much time studying only to fail or barely pass. Then you would go to clinical and have a lovely patient who would snap you out of your funk until the next exam came around. Once we all finished our third semester, we were feeling more confident and prepared for the home stretch, nursing 4, and little did we know it would be the most grueling semester of all. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the nursing department staff, including our professors and clinical instructors, for always keeping us on our toes. Obviously, you all know what you're doing, because after all, CCM has an outstanding reputation for putting out excellent nurses. Now that this is over, I think we are all able to see why you pushed us so hard, and we really appreciate it. I am so impressed by how knowledgeable you all are, and the fact that you all graduated from nursing school before things like medical apps existed. You had to look in actual books instead of using the internet to find information. That's really impressive. Right? I know we all look up to you, and I can only hope that one day we will feel as confident as you are and able to have new nurses look up to us the way we do to you. The hardest part's over now. We are on our way to starting our careers as RNs just as soon as we pass the NCLEX, which I've heard is easier than the exams we had to take here. So here's hoping. Always remember that nursing involves so much more than giving out the correct medications. Sorry. And keeping your patients physically comfortable. Give me 1 second. It is also about taking the time to be as empathetic as possible. Put yourself in your patient's shoes and be the nurse you'd want taking care of you.
Never be too overwhelmed to take a few minutes to sit with your patients, especially the ones who do not have a strong support system or a revolving door of visitors. Also, always remember how you felt as a student nurse, and when you see one coming, take them under your wing instead of dismissing them. They might be able to teach you a thing or two. And just remember, wherever life may take you and whatever challenges you face, always remember that you finished nursing school. And if you can get through that, you can do almost anything. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, take a breath. Together, now. And now, the presentation of candidates. We will continue with the pinning by our nursing lab coordinator, Laura Krupa. And the awarding pins will be presented by our chairperson, Kathleen Horan, and our nursing faculty, Dr. Vivek Agnihotri.
This is the fun part. That's why we came, right? Okay. You ready, first row? Professor, you ready over there? Yes? Christopher Alvarez. Melanie Beck. Victoriana Belcastro. Shannon Bowman. Michelle N. Camisa. Colin Shelton. Anna Cook. Brooke Roth. Stephen Alfaro. Second row, please. Janine Da Fonseca. Alex DeLori. Ferguson. Kristen Flaherty. Michelle Foster Carter. Diana Grau. Jennifer Hardman. Shelby Horn. Judy Hadamijo. Sarah Knauf. Juhi Kong. Olivia Lee. Desiree Lewis. Kelly Leffler. Treasure Magsie. Raquel N. Merrick. Brittany Miller. Erica Minoway. Megan Morris. Megan Ann Murphy. Bettina Nobi. Maya Zadot. Afua Afar. Chandni Patel. Stephanie Raymond. Jeanette Rosario. Carla Santine Feliz. Jennifer Shapkins. Stephanie Shaw. Dawn M. Stravinsky. Arilana Subdeo. Hawkins Adrian C. Tobias. Brooke Westerman. Congratulations, class. I'd like to reintroduce and bring Professor Vivek Agnihotra up to the podium. to announce the scholarship he is giving.
These are two awards in memory of my mother. They are for highest GPA female student and highest GPA male student. So first one is highest GPA female student is Stephanie Sharp. And the highest GPA male students is Ali Akbar Mirza.
The evening. As is tradition in nursing pinning ceremonies, we would like to recite the Nightingale Pledge. I invite any nurses in our audience to please stand and recite with us. This pledge can be found on page 2 of your program. All together now. I pledge in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. I will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Thank you. So this concludes our ceremony, and I just want to say thank you guys for an amazing 2 years. We're all going to do amazing, okay? So just keep that in mind. And okay, I'll leave you guys with something to think about. So if a hospital runs out of maternity nurses, does that mean they have a midwife crisis?